welcome back to the Cove with more Mass Effect 2. Okay, so we are back on the ship, and I remembered we still have a few things to do. One of which being is to head down to engineering. While we were on Omega, we picked up a couple of couplings, and that would definitely help out our engineering crew. So that's what we're going to do. It was a bit of an oversight, a bit of a maintenance issue, but again, all of the little things, they do build up.
Collectors hit the Ferris Fields colony. Everyone's gone.
Shit! We're going to make those dirty buggers pay. You're the best, Commander. We just got those FBA couplings installed. Now we only have to calibrate every week instead of every day. We're thinking about celebrating our newfound free time with some Skillian 5 poker. Want to join us?
Come on, Kenneth. The commander doesn't want to play cards with grease monkeys like us.
Actually, that sounds interesting.
Fantastic. I'll get the cards.
My Skillian 5's a bit rusty. You'll be easy on the rookie, right?
Of course, Commander. It's all friendly.
Yeah, right.
Be gentle on the rookie. I can't believe we fell for that.
It's so worth losing to see you taken down a notch.
Beat me at my own game. You're all right, Shepard.
Yeah, well, money made is always fun, especially when it comes from co-workers in circumstances as such. Actually, Starboard Cargo. Is this where Zaid is hanging out? Yeah, it is. Okay, so what have we got? We've got surveillance. Huh. You can see around the ship what's going on. Okay. I guess that's a little bit weird, but I suppose if...
Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Kazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept a helmet to remind me of that pained expression.
Okay, well, he's clearly a cheery fellow.
Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call it Jesse. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz. The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I'd give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle.
Oh, and he has a ship model as well. Oh, we have our own little collection of that. Let's see what he has to say about those.
Oh yeah, that's a model of the Veracon. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planet-side.
Alright, and then what have we got over here? We have a garbage compactor. Okay, so we've got a cube. And we just kind of jettison out. Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Probably would have thought we would have got rid of it at our, whenever we docked, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so let's see. Miranda, Garrus, Jacob and Morden. I think that's pretty fair. Yeah, no, let's go ahead and head back to the CIC. I don't think we've got too much else to really focus on. We've got a couple of missions we should probably look at. Let's see if we can bring up our journal. So, we have a few dossiers to deal with. There's more collector's stuff as well. We could do this for Zaid. So there's a few things we could do. Try collecting a few more things. Could also go ahead and head to the council and see about, informing them of recent events. I guess technically we are a Spectre, so it's not out of the question. And then what else have we got? We've got a few more assignments as well. We do need to go to the Citadel for some extra food. There's some information for Arya. Alright, and then there's some other bits and pieces. Alright, so first of all, let's just see where we are first. And, oh, well, you know what? If we're already at the Omega dock, let's go ahead and land. I didn't think that we had, yeah. I didn't think that we'd actually left Omega at this point, but that's fine. We'll go on in, we'll give Arya her information. Let's bring... You know what? Let's bring Morden. And let's bring... let's bring Garrus as well. That could be interesting since he's been on Omega for a while. Alright, we've got a couple of points to spend, but we're not going to. Morden has a few. Let's go ahead and focus in on his Solarian Scientist. Let's purchase the next couple of levels. Could go for the Incinerator as well, but I think we'll just max this out first. Technology, further increasing the strength of its shields or weapon damage. Shields are... You know what? Let's just go with weapon damage. That'll be fine. Let's see how that goes. Alright, so, Genius. 25 health, 25% extra health, 18% weapon damage, and 25% shields. Or we do the switcheroo between the shields and weapon damage. I think weapon damage is always going to be the call right there. Yeah, that's hard to say no to. As for Garrus, he's only got 1 point. That's all a-okay. Alright, sweet. Morden, what have we got? Machine pistol, a Carnifex hand cannon, a Manta sniper rifle. I think that should be... Let's see, hand cannon. Yeah, no, that is actually what we would prefer. Yeah, alright, that'll be good. Let's go ahead and that'll be enough. Let's get going. Now, it's not exactly too far.
The plague has been completely eradicated, Shepard. Dr. Solis's assistant has been helping any patients with complications.
Excellent. Knew he could do it.
Alright, well, either way, let's make some quick work through the afterlife. Yeah, it looks like they allow us to get in. Alright. We'll move through quickly. We'll try and make sure that we don't have to worry about the music here.
Arya has work for you. Arya has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
That depends on what Arya has in mind.
Arya's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers. A Krogan named Patriarch. She'd like you to keep that from happening.
What's the Blood Pack's problem with Patriarch?
If you've met Patriarch, you know. He can't keep his damn mouth shut. Some people don't appreciate his stories, especially when he dips into non-fiction.
What's Arya's interest in protecting him?
Patriarch was one of her deadliest enemies back in the old days. Now she keeps what's left of him around as a trophy. As long as he lives, he's a perfect example of what happens when you go up against Arya.
Why come to me? Arya's usual muscle not up for the job?
Because Arya said so. What other reason do you need?
People like Arya don't do things without a damn good reason. I want to hear it.
Fine, but I didn't tell you this, got me? If it gets out that Arya's protecting Patriarch, well, that can look like a weakness. And some people might want to exploit that. You're not on her payroll, so you helping Patriarch just seems like a random act of kindness.
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch's downstairs, likely surrounded by his band. Get him into hiding until the mercs move on. Come back here when it's done. You'll get your food.
I'll be back when the job's done.
Good luck.
What do you need? This data pad was on one of the mercs going after Archangel. We're coming for you next. Let me see. Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization. Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later. You do that.
Alright, well, let's see. Where do we need to head? We need to go... Where was it? Let's check the journal. Assignments. Where is it? Omega the Patriarch. Okay, let's see. One of the rooms downstairs. Okay, let's go and find him. We'll help out the old fella. Well, you know what? I suppose we should take a drink since we're already here. We've worked hard enough. Section. There we are. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on down.
Females and unadapted younglings in the terminus systems, and we can produce Forger workers to your specifications.
Alright, so we've also got... Oh, we've still got some potential salvage here too. Yeah, you know, we've got good money. Ooh, we're $3 grand short. What is this? Extra ammo capacity, better skin, so upgrades to our health, shotgun damage. That's... Oh, and assault... Oh, hang on a second. 10% improves shotguns, heavy shotguns, and assault shotguns. Huh. Alright, well, you know what? We'll take the heavy skin weave.
I'll take it.
And then let's go for the capacity as well, or... Oh, you know what? We are very close to being able to afford this. Alright, let's just remember to come back. We'll go for the shotgun damage. I think shotgun damage is more important than a little bit of extra shotgun damage.
Silhouette strongly resembles ancient Ragnar ship profiles. The few ships sighted have been small scouting vessels that rapidly retreat.
Walking around in this place makes me sick. People still dying. The strong still exploiting the weak. Nothing I did here even made a dent in this.
According to a new report.
Alright, is this what we're looking for?
Vorja adaptation interesting. Not just biological. Social as well. Urban area adapting to them in return. Large concentration. Hope they're controlled. If they attack, as happened near my clinic, casualties likely.
Well, I guess bringing Morden was a good idea. He's always got some interesting news. Alright. And... Oh. I don't remember being here. Oh, it's the other side. Oh, hang on a second.
Shepard, I heard you were dead. I had a party and everything. No hard feelings, though, huh? No, really. Thanks for taking the time to chase a small-time crook off the Citadel so I could squat in this shithole for years.
And if you leave the straight and narrow, I'll be there to follow up.
Right, because you don't have planets to save and bigger shit like that. Nothing better to do than keep me down. Goddamn saviors of a galaxy. Messing with a man's living.
Well, I guess he's still around then. Alright, so there's some... I don't remember this level of afterlife. Okay, that's a little bit odd. Alright. Well, it doesn't matter. We're here anyway. We can dance, but I don't think we're going to right now. Let's have a chat to the bartender.
I should have warned you, Shepard. I'm sorry.
What's going on here?
You ought to be all right. Just take her easy. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking blood.
Duly noted. Let's get back to work.
Be careful out there.
Okay, here I was thinking if we ordered a drink, we might be able to chat to the fellow and get some information.
Next race likely to gain council membership. However, he
Okay, hang on.
suggested an announcement
Marketplace?
could come soon.
Alright, let's double
Fears of
back.
an uncontrolled plague in the streets of Omega have been laid to rest as the disease is
Yeah,
now
okay.
under control.
So... yeah, we might need to go ahead and have a bit of a chat with him. I'm not too much of a fan of being poisoned, personally. Yeah, look at that. Omega, yeah, confront him. That's a good plan. Let's go ahead and try that out. Let's see how he likes seeing a ghost.
Do I know you? No, you humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forvan.
Want a piece of me? I'll leave your corpse with a fortune.
Not taking any chances.
Oh well. That's probably why I don't mess with people's drinks. Alright, so what have we got over here? Ah, I guess there's a path that goes back up to the top. Okay, so... hang on, was there another room down here? Ah, yes, okay. Here we go. Pass it on the way through. Alright.
No. You said he had close family. He'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. Don't think I know you, human. I'm the patriarch. Aria's patriarch. What do you want?
What do you know about Arya?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Arya arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here at this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones of my body, and left me alive.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, She was stronger.
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Arya's now.
Rumor has it some people want you dead. Know anything about that?
Well, I can think of a few. I know things. Old secrets, old grudges. A few floors you can dig up to find bodies underneath. Someone who wanted to weaken Arya might come after me. They do it to get to her, you see, not for me. I don't matter enough anymore to have enemies of my own.
Some people want you dead. I've been asked to move you to safety.
Well, of course. Arya wouldn't want me hurt. It would make her look bad. Perhaps Arya's reputation is no longer my concern. Perhaps I will stay. See who thinks me important enough to kill.
Here's an idea. Let me handle the assassins for you.
And so your name grows, while I remain an old man who lets others fight his battle.
No. You remain a powerful warlord with forces at his command, not just Arya's trophy.
Well, you could be my friend, fighting for my honor. If you would do this for me, I would be grateful. I might even be a Krogan again.
Okay, well, alright, find the thugs in or near Afterlife and, well, deal with them. Alright, easy enough. Let's go ahead and head...
Out of our way, human.
You here for Patriarch?
What if we are? You gonna do something about it?
Patriarch sent us. Said to do whatever it takes.
Your patriarch's crap. I wasn't aware the old map had one.
You should have done your homework.
Oh, that was easily dealt with. Alright, let's do a quick U-turn and go back and tell her.
Killed them all. Everyone knows that the patriarch is not to be crossed. Thanks to you, Arya may think of me as more than a trophy. A real advisor, maybe. Or even a threat.
Take care, Patriarch.
For the first time, I like that name. By the way, be careful with Arya. She will approve of what you've done, I think. But not of you altering the balance of Omega. I think it reminds her too much of herself.
Okay, so let's go ahead and chat to one of her henchmen.
I got the message last time. I work at a shipping dock, all right? Leave me alone.
And then let's go ahead and go upstairs. Yeah, completely forgot that there was even some...
She uncovered Saren's plan, defeated the Geth army, and died in the final days of the fight.
Oh.
Or did she? Witnesses
Elena
report
Belay.
seeing her alive on Omega.
I remember her. I believe she was one of the crime syndicate. We took out some of her less favorable business partners and then got her to close down the business. Let's see what's been going on.
I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember. You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
That's more noble than I expected.
Noble? No. It's just that someone came along a few years ago and made me see the error of my ways. You convinced me that I could use my contacts and skills for things other than smuggling and exploitation. I thank you for that.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Alright, well that was a bit of a surprise, but alright. Let's go ahead and, where are we heading? Oh. Ah, that was the door to the lower levels, of course. Okay, I missed that message before.
Arya wants to speak with you. She heard you took on the Blood Pack assassins yourself. I wouldn't keep her waiting.
Word has it that Patriarch's Krant took out the men sent here to kill him. Funny, I didn't know he had a Krant. Patriarch has more influence than you thought. I see. Well, maybe I should watch my back then. It's not what I asked, but you got the job done. You've done a lot for me, Shepard. Let me return the favor. We're sending your coordinates to a cache on an uncharted world. You want it? It's yours. Can use any help we can get. Whatever you find is yours to deal with. Sounds like you and Patriarch have a history. Our history is Omega's history. Long, bloody, and always ending in my favor. The details are complicated. When I arrived, Omega was lawless, a land of opportunity. I built alliances and destroyed the fools who wouldn't get in line, which was most of them. But Patriarch was something different. A powerful friend. I'm surprised you were ever anything but rivals. We were allies for 100 years. I suppose he decided that was long enough. Wasn't a surprise when he turned. He controlled the muscle, my people contributed more subtle action. Espionage, politics, assassination. Fortunately for me, his men had become accustomed to certain benefits of working with Asari. Superior intel? Assassination? That's cute. No, I took advantage of certain skills my people try to downplay. Patriarch's men abandoned him in droves. In the end, we fought face to face on this very spot. The toughest fight of my life. But of course I won. Patriarch doesn't sound like something an Asari would come up with. I found it humorous. He wanted power. And we pretended he had it with a word that doesn't exist for my people. I eventually found a certain respect for the title and the men. So you kept him around as a trophy? I did. A trophy and an example. Whenever someone thought about taking me on, I pointed them to Patriarch. Dignity is one of the few commodities not available on Omega. Interesting. Let's move on. Do you need something else? We friendly enough to talk about who you were before Omega? You're reaching back centuries, Shepard. Long before anything that should matter to you. So why keep it secret? No reason, from your perspective. But there are plenty of people out there with long memories. I've had a few careers, a few names. Commando training, mercenary leanings. I've kept what was valuable and dropped the baggage. I thought you were in charge. Why so scared of your past? I have nothing to fear on Omega. That doesn't mean I want to broadcast my past to the galaxy. You'd be surprised how long some entities can hold a grudge. This little exercise with Patriarch? A footnote. Not even the first Krogan I've pissed off. You're important, but also isolated. No other allies out there to back you up? I lean toward a particular type of work. It tends to encourage professional rivalry. Sometimes you'd rather disappear than be forced to kill someone. You couldn't have started here with nothing. You must have been someone important. I've always been important, even if others didn't recognize it. So yes, I had money to start this operation. I also had creditors who thought they were more entitled to it. I let them chase a ghost, or several. It's relatively easy to outlive a Solarian, but not their record keeping. All right, I'll drop it. Better luck next time. Maybe I'll come back later. Maybe I'll be here.
Okay, well. Interesting. Alright, let's quickly get out of there. But I did see that we picked up a couple of 1,000 credits. That, however, may just be the exact amount. That may be the exact amount that we wanted. What have we got? 50,000? I believe that's the exact right amount to pick up an upgrade. Alright, let's see what we can find. Can salvage, shotgun damage. That'll do nicely. Alright, that'll do.
This might be useful.
Very few credits left, but that should be nice. Is there anything else we can deal with while we're here? Actually, hang on a second. VIP only.
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
The VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music.
Alright, well, I guess maybe at a later date we'll find a way to access that. But I guess for now we're going to have to keep on moving. Alright, nothing else worth noting. Oh! That's what Omega looks like. Alright, well, I think we cleared everything here. Yes. I think we've also cleared out the arts and Imperium. Okay then, I think that's about everything. Let's go ahead and jump back in.
Shoot! A blight on galactic. You, sir.
Yeah.
You're a blight.
Alright, let's go and head back to the Normandy. That should be fine.
Attack nearly destroyed it. The colony of Zeus Hope has announced plans for an expansion.
Huh. Colony of Zeus Hope. Okay, I remember that one. That's where we had the Thorian in the first game. Alright, well either way, we're going to go ahead and jump back on the ship. That was, yeah, and then we'll go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and, oh, okay, so we can either request a new squadron member or return to the Normandy.
Aboard the station should feel free to do whatever they can to control any plague-ridden vortex. Flee from the sewers if violence isn't your thing.
Alright, well, I didn't realize we could swap out our squad members so easily. Oh well, that's no big deal. We already picked fairly well, so I'm not too concerned. Okie doke, so let's go ahead and see if we open up the galaxy map. Where are we and what have we got going? Well, we've got about 60% of what we've got here. There's a fuel depot as well. Alright, let's see. If we go ahead here, what have we got? 7 probes. We can buy fuel as well. How much does fuel cost? Oh, we're in arrears. Huh. We're -8 credits. Okay, that's kind of funny. Can we still buy probes? No, we don't have the money. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and see. What have we got? Explore the Normandy crash site. You know what? That actually could be rather nice. We also do have a planet here to explore. Let's go ahead and scan. Again, we need a whole heap of... Oh yeah, we need a whole heap of resources for some of our upgrades. We'll go ahead and we'll launch that there. Let's see. Oh, what have we got here? What is this?
Probe away.
We'll fire that off there.
In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment. Probe launched.
Okay, so we've gone through a lot of the things. Let's just move a little bit quicker if we can. Is it worth holding on to a couple of... Oh, actually, you know what? That does look remarkably promising. Let's just go a little bit further across. Yeah, I think... There we
Launching probe.
We'll keep a handful of probes. It's still got some... Oh, you know what?
Launching probe.
I don't want to use up all of our probes. Still got moderate amounts of resources. But I think we'll... you know what? I'm not going to come back. I'm not going to come back and search this place. So we either get what we're after or we don't. We'll see if there's anything else of particular note. But otherwise, we might just... we got a fair bit of stuff here as well. Alright, let's just go ahead and see.
Probe away.
Alright, so we could definitely... Oh, actually, you know what? That works out nice. We've already got everything that we need. Alright, so let's go ahead and back on out. Let's head over to the tech lab. We might be able to purchase a few more upgrades. And then I think we'll maybe go to the Normandy crash site. Yeah, I think that's probably not a bad plan. Actually, hang on a second. We need the research terminal. There we are. Okay, so armor upgrades. We've got Medigel and tech damage. Tech for the whole group. I think that's good. We'll go ahead and purchase that. Let's go ahead and see weapon upgrades. No. What do we need? Yeah, we need to find some more bits and pieces, it seems. Okay, and all of these, yeah, we just need more upgrades, so that's not going to help. Review armor, Medgel capacity. I suppose more Medigel's not a bad thing. We may as well spend it on something good. And then, what else have we got? Ship enhancements, medbay upgrade. Oh wow, that's going to cost us a huge amount. Alright. And then prototypes, what else have we got? Armors, heavy weapon ammo, you know what, sure, we'll pick up that. And then, was there anything else we wanted with prototypes? There is a missile launcher. Huh. You know what, that does sound rather fun. I do like the idea of a missile launcher. Let's go ahead and we'll research that. We might take it with us on our next mission. Nothing else worth noting. There is technically a shotgun or some extra bits of armor, but I think for now we'll just stick with what we've got. I'm not sure exactly what I want to pursue, but either way, we'll head to the Normandy. We'll go ahead and see if we can fix things up there, and then yeah, hopefully we can earn a little bit more money, come back and buy some probes and whatever have you. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, so let's go ahead and back out. And then... yeah, Normandy crash site. Okay, so what have we got? We have... okay, all of these at 0%. Okay, mass relay Omega. Let's go ahead and see what this will do. Costs us fuel. Alright, and then... Okay, this doesn't actually cost us any fuel to fly around in the system, which I guess is nice. It'd be a little bit awkward if that wasn't the case. Yeah, but you know what? I think what we'll do is we'll come back with this in the next one. We'll go ahead and land at the Normandy, and we'll see how that all plays out. And yeah, maybe pick up, what is it, a memorial there for things. But either way, that is where we'll call things for today. If you do want to come back and see more of that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.